Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to use the Hlookup function in Excel. So this function is basically like a search engine. Let's say you want to know the primary city for the zip code 30301. You can easily find it since it's here, but when you have a large amount of data like I do right now, it's a lot easier to use the function. So let's say I have the zip code 30340 and I want to know what city is associated with this zip code. So I can use the Hlookup function. We press Fx. This way it's a lot easier to make sense of what you're putting into the equation. So what we are asked for is the lookup value, which is the reference value we're going to give Excel so that Excel can find a matching value in the chart. So in this case, we're going to use the zip code, which is located in cell B3. Now the table array is all the data in the table. So we're going to use the whole data in the table. Now the row index number, this is the row where Excel is going to retrieve the data from. So we have to count downwards to know the number. So it's 1, 2, and 3 since we want the primary city. Now, for range lookup, we always put false because we want to get an exact answer. And we can see the city is Atlanta. Now let's say we're looking for a county. We use the same function Hlookup, press Fx. Now the lookup value is going to be the same and the table array is going to be the same, so we have to highlight the whole chart again. But since we're looking for the county now, we're going to have to count again downwards. So from zip code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the range lookup is always going to be false. Now, if you've noticed, in every equation I wrote, for the lookup value I always reference a cell, even though I can still just write the number as I'm doing right now, and I'm going to get the same answer. But the thing is, it's a lot better to reference a cell instead of writing the number, because let's say I want to find another zip code, let's say 30320, then Excel is immediately going to look for it without me having to change the equation. But if I have to write the number, then I would have to go cell by cell, changing the equation. Now I'm going to show you how to use the COUNTIF function. What this function does is that it's going to look how many times a certain value appears in a set of data. So what it asks for is the range, which is again all the data in our table, and the criteria, which is what Excel is going to be looking for. In this case, we're looking for the number of times Doorbell appears. So since Doorbell is a text, we have to put quotation marks and write it exactly as it appears in the table. So it appears 2 times. Finally, I'm going to show you how to use the lookup function. Now the lookup function is really similar to VLOOKUP and to Hlookup, but this function does not have any restriction whatsoever. So we press Fx, we select the first option, and here it is. So it asks for the lookup value, which is going to be our cell B3. Now the lookup vector is the vector in which our lookup value is located at. So it's going to be row 10. And result vector is the vector where Excel is going to retrieve our data from. So now that we're looking for acceptable city name, this is going to be in row 14. And as we can see, there is no acceptable city name for this zip code. But if we change it again to 30340, then we can see that an acceptable name would be Doorbell. I hope this is helpful for you, and thank you for viewing.
My name is Matthias. I'm doing a double major in business economics and computer information systems.